This is a company called Klarpul, and we all know how difficult it is to keep your home clean when you have pets or even children. And having something that's cordless is going to really help you save space, stop all those wires tripping you up, and also keeping it clean. Now, as I said, this is a cordless vacuum cleaner, and you can also secure it to the wall and keep it in a safe space to charge for the next time you need to use it. And this is the package itself. Now, it is a very small package, but it does turn into a normal size vacuum cleaner. So let's take a look inside it now. Okay, so having a look inside, we're just going to go through some of the contents of what you will receive in this package. As I said, this is a really different one for the channel, but I'm open to any type of reviews and I'm always looking at new technologies anyway. So the first thing you're going to get is some instructions manual, and this is going to describe on how you need to put it together. It also comes with a 2-year extended warranty, which is always good to see on products like this, especially where they're heavy use in the home. The other thing you will receive is the extension kit. So here you have the main arm to the actual Hoover, and just by pressing this button here, it extends. So if you're a short person or a tall person, it's not going to restrict you. So that's the pole itself. You also have a number of extension kits to do various jobs in your home. You have this handy little tool to get into those nooks and crannies, and also to do the stairs or even your sofa. And I'm really loving these attachments. And it's always really, really good to see that companies put these in the package. You also have this brush head as well, and it does pop forward and pop backwards. So if you just want to hoover it, you can use it for your car, because like I say, it is portable. Or if you want to brush some of those harder to reach areas, or even for your sofa, this is going to be easy to use. This is a really nice and easy to use click as well. So this clicks onto the end of this unit and you're away. Let's keep going into the box. The next thing you're going to find is the power cable. Depending on your country, it's going to be unique for you. For me, being in the UK, I have the UK plug. It's just a simple little plug. Not really that difficult to get hold of. If you do need to get a new one, they do have spares on their website. I'm going to leave a link in the description for the website so you can purchase yours. And there are also some deals at the moment, and if you follow that link, you should get some nice deals for Christmas. Around about £135 to buy on Amazon. It's a good purchase so far. Let's keep going into the pack. You also have some really good foam packaging which keeps it safe. Like I say, the actual box itself was really well packaged. So the real game changer for me for this particular head in comparison to other brands, and I do have one myself and it is a reputable brand, but I do have some issues with that, with the fact that you can't remove this bristle. Now, having dogs and people in the house with long hair, you always have this issue where this clogs up. Now, for me, this is a real game changer. Like I say, you press this button here and the head pops out, and you can pull all those really annoying hairs, or even if it's becoming a little bit difficult to clean or pick up, this is a good way to clean out this head. Now, this does have some heavy use, so to be able to maintain that yourself without taking it apart and unscrewing and potentially damaging it or even voiding your warranty, this is really good. I'm really liking this particular feature, and for me, that is a real big plus. Let's take a look at the main unit itself. Now, you do receive the battery pack unit, and it does come in this packaging here. Obviously, being a battery and being transported, there are some special procedures that they do have to follow. So we're going to open up that now. Just in this little popper. Now, this particular battery, you could charge it away from the unit if you wanted to. The actual charger connection port is here. You've got this connection for the main unit. This particular one is a 29.6 volt battery, and it has a capacity of 2,200 mAh. Now, I have found that a lot of different brands struggle to keep the charge on this. Now, I'm going to leave some specs on the screen in a minute about how long this lasts on a full charge and how long it takes to charge itself. So that's the battery unit. Now we're looking at a number of spares that you get and also the holder for the wall. Now, we like to keep our Hoover in different locations depending on when we last used it. So if we start downstairs and the Hoover ends up last upstairs, that's where it stays, and likewise the other way around. But if you wanted to store it on the wall and you have the luxury of some space, then they give you that option. Now in here you have some cleaning tools, you've got some screws and raw plugs to put it into the wall. You also have some spare filters, which is really, really good to see, and the actual holder itself here, which is really, really good as well. I really like that. Now the brand that I'm using at the moment doesn't have that capability because it folds down and stores out of the way anyway. But there are different features, and like I say, you can do this with that as well. It does stand on its own, so you don't need to worry about having to install that. It is completely multi-purpose. Now here we have the main head itself. Now you have the on and off switch. I'm going to turn it on in a bit and take a quick look at how this is displayed to tell you what the current battery usage is. Does it give you in percentage? Is it bars, etc.? It's always really good to know how much you're going to get out of that. You don't want to, no one likes to start hoovering and then all of a sudden it dies and then you have to wait a few hours and then all of a sudden you're at work or you've got to go out or whatever. Now, like I say, the battery itself fits on here and we're going to do that in a second. In here you have the main outlet for the waste, and then you have the grill to stop any sort of fibres getting into the main motor itself. And to empty it, you just press this button, hold it over the bin, all drops out, and you can remove that and clean it out if you would like. Like I say, it did come with the spares, which is also a great plus for me. Quite sturdy, nice and easy to hold, so it's got quite a big handle, so it's going to be suitable for everybody from small hands to large hands. It's not too heavy. Obviously, now that we're going to put the actual battery itself on, it's going to probably add a slight bit of weight, but not too much. Very simple. You've got these little clips here and you just slide it over and you hear it click into place, and there you go. Now we do have a cover. We can remove that really nice and simply. Now there isn't anything else left in the box. You do always want to check that there isn't any little items. They do like to package them out of the way, and I found that with lots of different products. So always double check that. Now I don't believe it has a full charge, but it should have something for us to take a look at. Let's just turn it on now. So in answer to my question, it does come up with a percentage sign. Now, I really prefer that. So it does have 60%. You also have different speeds by pressing the on-screen touchscreen. So you have 3 different speeds, as you can tell. There's quite a suck to that. I am actually scaring my dogs now. So let's turn that off. Now for me, this is already ticking lots of boxes. What with the head to be able to remove it and clean it, the percentage sign, because on my other one it has bars, and now how long does a bar last? I mean, this is a visual representation of how long it's going to last.